All right. Today I want to talk about the number four. This episode of my show is brought to you by the number four. Because Destiny 2, not Destiny 4, but Destiny 2, has introduced 4 versus 4 Crucible. So 4 versus 4, player versus player. Getting rid of 6 versus 6 altogether. And this number 4 kind of made me think about other things that maybe should have a number 4, like fire teams. Maybe you should have 4 players instead of 3. So if you were going to go on a strike or patrol with friends or something like that, you would have 3 friends along with you for the ride. And then if that were the case, you'd need 4 classes. And I think if there were 4 classes, Destiny 2 might actually feel like a sequel, because right now, I think a lot of people are looking at it and thinking, well, there's new worlds, but there's not really new alien species, there's not a new class, there's actually fewer subclasses than what we had in the first Destiny. It feels like we've just scaled back, from 6 versus 6 multiplayer or PvP to 4 versus 4. We've scaled back subclasses from 3 per class to 2 per class. Well, not expanding to, 4 classes, not expanding to a new alien species, not expanding. And so Destiny 2, even though it seems more polished, and granted, there do seem to be things in the beta, at least, that are maybe less polished, like cooldowns, but it feels scaled back in a way. So, my suggestion is useless at this point, really. Like, I want 4 classes. There's no way we're going to have 4 classes by launch in September. I would like more than just 4 versus 4. I'd like options in Crucible, 6 versus 6. Even something like big team battle would be cool. That's not going to happen. The other thing that got me thinking about this number 4 is the weapon slots. And it's sort of interesting because, in the past, there was the primary, secondary, and special weapons. So you had 3 to choose from. That already felt a little limited to me, but at least, there was some variety here. Now we've got 2 primary slots and a special slot. So you've got your regular primary weapons and your elemental primary weapons. And there are some new primaries like miniguns and SMGs, and that's cool. But things like shotguns and sniper rifles have been pushed into the special weapon category. And this is all basically to balance out PvP. But I have an idea. 4 is the answer to everything here. 4 weapon slots. You have 2 primaries, just like you do now in Destiny 2. You have your special, but then you have a secondary slot. So things like shotguns and sniper rifles would go in there. And then all you have to do for the Crucible is make that secondary ammo the same as special ammo. Just make it on a long timer. And then you won't have so much shotgun spamming and sniping and stuff like that. Whereas in PvE, you can still have players, switching between all these different items. I mean, ideally, and Paul and I talked about this in our last podcast, ideally there would be some kind of weapon wheel even, where you could switch between multiple different weapons without having to go into the menu. Just bring up the wheel and choose your weapon, so that you can do that on the fly a little bit more. Based on enemy shield types and things like that, that would give you a little bit more on the fly strategy. But barring a wheel of some kind, I think 4 loadout slots for weapons would be really great. And of course, that's not going to happen either. None of these things I'm suggesting are actually going to happen for Destiny 2. Maybe down the road, maybe Destiny 3. I don't know. But I really think that if there was a 4th class, a lot of the criticism that this doesn't feel like a sequel would be moot, because it would feel more like a sequel. And if there were 4 weapon slots, I think this would give players a lot more sort of what they say they want, which is build variety. And 4-player fire teams would be cool too. Now you can only do that in games like Anthem, which is going to have 4-player fire teams in that. So, anyways, that is my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Zone B secure.
Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost.
You're falling behind. 2 for 1.
Keep this up and the battle is yours. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with that. Zone B lost.
They've got them all, Guardians.
Lost the lead.
Zone A, secure.
You captured Zone C. You have advantage.
Zone C lost.
Five minutes. Plenty of time to fight. You have zone advantage. Zone A lost. Your allies have your back. Gained the lead. Yes. Now show them the true meaning of war. Lost the lead. You captured Zone A. You have advantage. Zone B lost. You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
Zone A lost. Zone C secure.
You have zone advantage.
Three minutes. It's close.
Keep this up and the battle is yours. Zone C lost.
You captured Zone A. Zone C secure.
Power plant. All zones belong to you.
Zone A lost.
You're getting stronger as you fight. I love it! Zone A's captured. It's yours.
Power plant. All zones belong to you.
Zone C lost. 1 minute. Keep it up, and victory is yours. Zone B lost. "30 seconds. Zone advantage is yours. 10 seconds remaining. A victory well executed.